7 o'clock in Gardner, Kansas. Call the meeting to order. Please rise and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, good evening. It's a busy night, not only here, but everywhere in Kansas City. There's lots going on tonight. Go Royals, go Chiefs. All right, we are going to start. We have a proclamation this evening. And it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the city of Gardner. So I'm going to come forward. Stacy, should come up with me. Hi, this is Stacy. She's here to you can turn around and face everyone.
Face it, that's right.
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go. To the audience. Okay. Whereas breast cancer is the most common type of cancer among women in the world and second leading cause of cancer death among women in the United States, and whereas more than 1 in 8 women and 1 in 833 men in the U.S. will be diagnosed with breast cancer in their lifetimes, the American Cancer Society estimates there will be 310,000 new cases of breast cancer diagnosed in the United States in 2024. And whereas improvements in early detection and treatment contributed to a 43% decline in the breast cancer death rate in the United States in the last 30 years, and whereas every October during Breast Cancer Awareness Month, we honor those women and men battling breast cancer, along with their families, researchers, and healthcare providers whose hard work gives hope to those living with breast cancer. And whereas funding for research, public education about symptoms, insurance coverage for diagnostic testing, early detection, and affordable treatments are the keys to fighting breast cancer. Now therefore be it resolved that I, Todd Winters, Mayor of the City of Gardner, Kansas, do hereby proclaim the month of October 2024 as Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the City of Gardner, and ask the citizens of this community to unite to prevent breast cancer deaths through increased education and regular screening. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This to you, or present this
Thank
to
you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thanks. Thanks, everybody.
We will move to public comments. Members of the public are welcome to use this time to make comments about city matters or items on the agenda that are not part of a public hearing. If you wish to come forward, please limit your comments to 5 minutes or less. There is a 5-minute time clock on your left. Please come forward and state your name and address for the record, and the podium is now open. No one coming forward. We will move to consent agenda. Is there an item on the consent agenda the council would like to remove? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve consent agenda?
Second.
Motion Deaton, second Shoot. We approve the consent agenda. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Abstain? Consent agenda passes. Planning and zoning consent. Is there an item you'd like to remove? Is there a motion to approve the planning and zoning consent?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Shoot, second Deaton. We approve the planning and zoning consent. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstaining. Planning and zoning consent passes. Committee recommendations. Committee recommendation number 1, consider
New business. Oh. Nothing in committee recommendations.
Oh, new business, sorry. New business.
Be fair, it says that.
Yeah.
The wrong section.
What's that movie? You'll read anything that's on the teleprompter.
Let's put that to the test next time.
Okay, new business. New business item number 1, consider adopting an ordinance amending chapter 2.50, municipal court. Amy Foster, welcome.
Good evening. Thank you. I come before you this evening to ask for some help in doing some good old housekeeping to the Municipal Court Chapter 2, Section 50 Municipal Code. In working on the work release program that was approved in the consent agenda this evening, it was necessary for us to review the assessment of fees, and upon careful review of the Municipal Code, Chapter 2, Section 50, I found that there were changes that should be brought forward to update the existing ordinance. To address the ability to allow the municipal court judge the ability to charge housing fees is necessary to change the ordinance. I am proposing that we eliminate the listing of the specific assessable fees that the judge can now charge, but to include all fees allowable by statute, so that it will encompass any fees that we can pass on to the defendants. For example, crime lab fees, witness fees, housing fees. And so we added that verbiage to change the specific fees, so when things change, we don't miss that capability and have to bring it back each time. And then the second thing we noted was that we had municipal court dockets specifically listed, and then granted the judge the permission to add dockets as necessary. In 2022, we added traffic court every Tuesday and Wednesday to kind of help the backlog that we were seeing on our Tuesday, Wednesday court dockets that we already listed. That has been very successful. So we decided that it was probably time that we actually officially add that to the ordinance to keep that in place and not just have that under the clause that the judge can add those dockets. And so I just bring forth that we add those traffic dockets as part of this amendment. And so I would just ask that you consider passing Ordinance 2812, authorizing and providing for this general housekeeping ordinance, amending the sections of the Gardner Municipal Code.
All right, thank you. Moving to public comment for new business item number 1. Seeing none, council, do you have any questions about this housekeeping issue? All right, do I have a motion for ordinance number 2812?
So moved.
Second.
Motion McNear, second Deaton. We adopt ordinance 2812, authorizing providing for a general housekeeping ordinance, amending sections of chapter 2.50 of the Gardner Municipal Code relating to municipal court. City Clerk?
Councilmember McNair?
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin?
Yes.
Councilmember Deaton?
Yes.
Councilmember Weem?
Yes.
Councilmember Shute?
Yes.
Ordinance 2812 passes.
Thank you.
New business item number 2, consider adopting a resolution declaring that certain lands or interests be condemned or otherwise acquired for the Lone Star Prairie Special Benefit District. Kelly.
Good evening. This item and the next item kind of go together. The first one being that in June of this year, Council authorized a benefit district for the Lone Star Prairie residential development. Part of that benefit district is an off-site 12-inch sewer main that will connect into the city's existing system. That construction requires some permanent and construction easements through private property, and the developer's been working on negotiating those easements up to now, however has been unsuccessful to this point. In order to continue the project forward, we are recommending to begin condemnation proceedings for those easements. So this first item is recommending that council adopt a resolution declaring the necessity to begin condemnation proceedings in this case.
Do we have any public comment on this item? Council?
Is the issue that just can't get a hold of people, or are we getting pushback?
Just the negotiations aren't proceeding to completion. I'll put it that way. There's pushback from at least one of the entities that is likely to not get resolved. The other one might get resolved where it just hasn't been done yet. Basically, condemnation takes 60, 90, 120 days in order to keep the project moving forward. We want to start those proceedings.
But
It can always
still
be,
get resolved.
it can always get resolved between now and actual condemnation, but we don't want to delay.
Right, okay.
Is this the wastewater easement that we were discussing before, or is this?
Yeah, it's wastewater easement. It's 15 to 20 feet of permanent easement, tracking along the road and cutting across the corner of another
Yep.
property.
Yep, I'm familiar with that, so I'm really, condemnation doesn't give me the warm fuzzies here at all. I don't like it, by just in principle, but I understand that if we have to do it, we have to do it. But
Mhm.
do we have any other alternatives from the standpoint of being able to service that property? Or
No.
is this is the only
It's the only connection point we can get to. Most of the line actually runs through airport property, so
Yeah.
it's a very minimum impact to other property owners, or the minimum we could find.
Okay, thank you.
Well, and to be clear, we're not taking anyone's land.
No,
We're
We're just-
burying a pipe,
exactly.
Mhm.
so it's different than just, hey, we're taking
Oh, yeah,
yours down.
yeah. Easement is different from an actual taking. We're looking,
Does this line open up any other potential tie-ins?
Yes, essentially, most of the land area west of the airport could be pumped back into this line to connect those adjacent properties.
so we're talking about a 6-inch line, 12-inch line?
12-inch.
12-inch, great. All right,
Do I have a motion for resolution 2152?
So moved.
Second.
Motion McNear, second Deaton. We adopt ordinance 2152, resolution declaring the necessity and authorizing a survey and descriptions of lands of or interest therein necessary to be condemned for the location, laying out, construction, reconstruction, operation, use, maintenance, and repair of sanitary sewer lines and improvements for the Lone Star Prairie development located within the city of Gardner, Johnson County, Kansas. City Clerk?
Councilmember Baldwin.
Yes.
Councilmember Deaton.
Yes.
Councilmember Ween.
Yes.
Councilmember Shute.
yes,
Councilmember McNair.
Yes.
Resolution 2152 passes. New business item 3, consider adopting an ordinance condemning land for the Lone Star Prairie Special Benefit District.
So after authorizing the necessity in the resolution, this begins the condemnation process, this ordinance, for the specific parcels that we're looking to work.
Any public comment on this? Council, do you have any questions? Okay. Is there a motion then for 2813?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Deaton, second McNair. We adopt ordinance 2813, an ordinance condemning land for the location, laying out, construction, reconstruction, operation, use, maintenance, and repair of a sanitary sewer improvement project known as the Lone Star Prairie Special Benefit District, located within the city of Gardner, Johnson County, Kansas, and directing the city attorney to institute eminent domain proceedings as provided by law to acquire the tracts and parcels of land described in this ordinance. City Clerk?
Councilmember Deaton.
Yes.
Councilmember Ween.
Yes.
Councilmember Shute.
yes,
Councilmember McNair.
Yes.
Councilmember Baldwin.
Yes.
Ordinance number 2813 passes. Thank you.
Thank you.
That concludes new business. We'll move to council updates.
We concur.
Unless it's in the wrong order. Let's start with Chief. Chief Waldeck.
I issued a conditional offer of employment to a lateral candidate from St. Mary's, Kansas today. And we had a new lateral start on October 1st.
Excellent.
That's all I have.
Thank you. City Clerk, Renee.
I do not have anything tonight.
Okay, Finance.
nothing tonight.
City Attorney. Okay, Gons, Utilities.
Yes, if you drive by Keel Creek, you will see that the expansion already begun. There's tall piles of dirt. In 2 weeks, the contractor have, I think they're down like 16 feet below the grade level. An area is about 200 feet by 350 probably. They found rock, some rock, but not as much as they thought. But the complete work should be completed within 4 to 6 weeks.
Very good. Jason.
Nothing for me.
Dave. Community Development.
0-0, top of third. Nothing for me.
Thank you, Community Development Director.
Kelly?
Nothing further.
Jeff?
Nothing tonight.
Steve? Shoot. Councilman Shoot.
I've got nothing.
Councilman McNair?
Looking forward to a budget retreat.
Councilman Ween?
No, nothing for me tonight.
Council Vice President?
I don't watch football, so I have a lot of things. Nothing tonight.
Weren't you just talking about the Navy game?
This is how mutinies start, okay? Navy
No, I'm good.
All right.
Nothing.
Council President? And I have nothing as well. We do have an executive session scheduled tonight. Is there a motion to enter into executive session to discuss personnel matters relating to non-elected personnel?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Deaton, second McNair. We recess into executive session to discuss personnel matters related to non-elected personnel pursuant to KSA 75-4319B1, beginning at, what time is it? 7:17. Just over like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay. Returning at 7:37. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstained? We're in executive session.
So moved.
Resume
Second.
regular session. Motion, Baldwin, second Deaton. We resume regular session. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstain? We're back in regular session. Motion to re-enter executive session for 10 minutes, starting at 8:30 or 7:38, returning at 7:48. All in favor?
Oh,
Aye.
motion,
So moved.
Oh, is
Second.
there a motion, okay. Deaton, Baldwin, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstain? Okay, we're in executive session. Did I get through that
One
right?
top of the fourth.
You're getting better there.
One top of the
Okay. Yes. All right, is there a motion to resume regular session?
So moved.
Second.
Motion Deaton, second Shoot, we resume regular session. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Back in regular session. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So.
Second.
Motion Shoot, second McNair, we adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Abstained?
I don't think I was even gonna get that in here so fast.